Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Professor Layton vs. Phoenix Wright. Previously, bad news. Ispella's trial, which was set for 2 weeks from today, well, in-game today, rather, it got moved up to 2 days from now. So, everyone's panicking. Phoenix and Maya are investigating their one lead, which is the alchemist's abode, the one witch murder that was never solved. Meanwhile, Layton and Luke went to visit the storyteller, and to make matters worse, the storyteller was like, alright, let me just write this here. Yeah, I'm gonna make Phoenix die, so... It's not good. It's just not good. No sir. So, let's pick things back up. Hello? This has not happened before. Uh-oh. Are we back? I think we're back. So that was a nightmare scenario. My handy-dandy quick save would not load. So I had to replay the game. A lot. Now I do have manual saves along the way, but the thing is, I only ever drop a manual save when I happen to have access to the menu when a video ends. Like now, see on the littler screen, I can't access the menu, I can't manually save, yeah. So I only manually save when I can, and the video ends, so... I had to replay everything starting from the very beginning of part 18. That took me a full hour to do. I mashed through all the dialogue, I got all the hint coins, I solved every puzzle on the way. I did not, however, speak to inconsequential NPCs that didn't offer puzzles, like the old lady with the radish and pumpkin and all that. Yeah, I didn't speak to her, for example. So, compared to where we were, my pick carrot count and hint coin count are going to be higher than what we had before. It sucks, but what can you do? But rest assured, I've done everything up to where we left off, and now we're finally ready to get back into this. Oh god, that just was so annoying. Ugh. Well, anyway, I was also gonna say a few things before we began. After I finished recording the previous part, I realized, hey, Jean Grey Earl. Jean Grey. Isn't Jean Grey one of them X-Men? Yeah, I'm not familiar too much with the X-Men. Like, I can pick Wolverine and Nightcrawler out of the crowd, but that's about it. Isn't Jean Grey the woman with, like, the gray streak of hair that, like, kills people who she touches? I think that or is that Kitty Pryde? I don't know. Well, if I was familiar with X-Men and I did know who Jean Grey was, maybe I would be able to pick out some sort of symbolism behind that name. Otherwise, I'll just go with Grey Earl T, you know? Anyway, so yeah, this owl has appeared, the one that was by the storyteller's side. It's carrying a letter, but the seal has been broken. Someone has read with or even tampered with this letter. So let's see what this is all about, huh? Oh, that's the owl that we saw in the audience room. It's holding a letter in its mouth, not to mention watching us intently. Perhaps he wants to tell us something. I'll try talking to him to see what he wants. Its name is Hoot. Okay. Hoo-hoo. What can we do for you? Hoo-hoo-hoo. That's my owl impression. I've got it, Professor. Hoot, that's the owl, says the letter was delivered to the storyteller 3 months ago. Wait, it's a letter... Wait, what? To the storyteller. If that's so, then we can't very well keep it. After all, it's wrong to read letters addressed to someone else. That's what the owl said, but he also said there's absolutely nothing written on the sheets of parchment inside the envelope. Oh, well, invisible ink. Duh. Look, Professor, see? They're totally blank. A letter with nothing written on it. That is indeed most curious. And another thing, Professor. The owl says this letter was sent by the alchemist. Oh, yo. Okay, well, if anyone in this town has access to invisible ink, that would do it. Interesting. The alchemist sends a secretive letter to the storyteller, and then the alchemist dies. That is very odd. What's that, my boy? Written by the alchemist? Do you remember what the storyteller wrote in that story he penned a moment ago? A victim of a golden curse lies in the dwelling of a user of false alchemy. Which probably means the place at which this incident will occur is the home of the one who sent this letter. In other words, at the alchemist's house, right, Professor? It appears the address of the sender, Sir Belduke, is written on the envelope. Which means we had better make our way there immediately. Hoo-hoo. Thanks, Mr. Who. The address on the envelope is somewhere near the town square. That's a little far from here, Professor. We might not make it in time. I think we'd better run. Luke, my boy, we have the need to rent a steed. Hey! That'd do it. I think you're right, Professor. That would be far quicker than running. Quickly, Luke. There is no time to lose. Okay, so he looks like a natural. So Layton's an archaeologist, and I think he said something about fencing at one point. I wonder if he was also into equestrian studies. He must have, attended a very prestigious school, maybe. Hey, easy, boy. This horse is certainly spirited. Say, Nick, have you noticed how the color of that wall is different from all the other walls in the room? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't really think much of it. Just a green wall. Yeah. I think I've investigated enough crime scenes by now to notice something as obvious as that, Maya. I'm embarrassed to admit it, but actually there was a small fire here a while ago. It was my fault. The wall ended up a little bit singed in the process. Now that you mention it, there are some signs of a fire on the floor there, too. Yes, that's correct. Anyway, I decided to paint the wall myself. You did a really awful job. You didn't get the corners? There are a lot of spots you missed? Come on. Looks like Mr. Grey Earl is way handier with his herbs than with a paintbrush. Oh, this is so obvious to me. Like you have Barnum just saying, oh, the alchemist clearly was not a witch himself because only girls can be witches. And then we meet this incredibly androgynous child, and Phoenix just always refers to them as Mr. constantly, even though previously Layton is like the only person he's ever called a Mr. before. Out of the entire cast, it's just Layton and this child that Phoenix refers to as a Mr. It's so obvious. I know it's like an Ace Attorney tradition where you pretty much always figure out who the real culprit is real early, and then the real fight is proving it. But this is so silly. I let a candle set fire to some dry straw. In all my time as a butler, I've never made such a major blunder. Nah, it's not that bad. You're being a little hard on yourself. That's right, it's not so bad. You think that's bad? You should see Nick try and do the laundry. Now that's a major blunder. Always clean your lint trap after every load, folks. And clean out your house's external lint trap yearly. Do that. Huge fire hazard. Do that. If you haven't, and you're going like, uh-oh, what the hell is an external lint trap? Go check it out, please. Okay, that was one time. Anyways. Let's go check out Mr. Belduke's study. While we're here, could you show us around your room a little, Mr. Grey Earl? Of course. If it will bring you any closer to finding the truth, be my guest. However, as the Knights of the Inquisition have ordered that the crime scene be left undisturbed, I must ask that you refrain from touching anything while you are in the study. Do you hear that, Maya? Do you hear that? Sure, we'll be careful. Look at that beautiful button. I will press it right now. Save. Over the oldest file. Yeah, so looking at the times here. 1730, 1826. Realistically speaking, that should read like 22 hours, maybe. So yeah, I'm dealing with a better time, higher Picarat count, better hint coin count. It's a real shame. I wish it didn't happen, but well. Oh. Well, I think that goes out. I think you want to go in... Yeah, here. Ah. Neat. Whoa! Okay, I know I've been making some Full Metal Alchemist references here and there, but boy, that is... Okay, well, I know that Full Metal Alchemist did not invent alchemy circles, but it's certainly what I think of. Huh. Hey, look, Nick. They're on the floor. It's one of those... whatchamacallits, you know. A crop... A crop circle. Right? Oh, that's new. Oh. That's an alchemist circle, Maya. We're not in a wheat field. I'm sorry to repeat myself, but please be sure not to touch anything. You heard him, Maya. That means keep your hands to yourself. No problem. I'll just do the touching with my eyes. With your eyes? Okay. Well, there's some powder spilled all over. This cabinet is in disarray, like someone was rifling through it. There was a splotch of green paint hidden by this painting. It's just me, or have I seen this astrolabe before? Oh, that's a solid 100 hint coins. Wow. Can leave. Oh, okay. crystals, some paper, the constellation globe. Actually, I'd be very curious what constellations are on here. Like, if it's anything resembling, like, Earths, that might actually be an interesting bit of, world building, as they say. Maybe we'll find the last hint coin later, once we look through stuff, so... The cabinet might have contained the alchemist's research materials, but it's been emptied. Only some junk's been left behind. Aha, there's the last one. It looks like a load of white powder has been scattered around the desk. About this white powder, has it been here since the incident? That's right. It was just like this when I entered the room on the morning following the incident. I have left it this way ever since. I guess someone must have dropped a container full of some medicine. Please try not to walk in it. You may leave footprints. Now that you said it, all I want to do is leave little old footprints all over the place. It'll be like Maya was here. That's actually a really good point. There's not a sign of footprints. That means we can rule out someone walking in this area after the mess was made. That might be very relevant. Interesting. Oh, that's a magic circle. It's neatly drawn and it sure looks magical. I guess that's the kind of stuff you're into, being a spirit medium. Is it just me, or are those scales like the exact same designs seen elsewhere in this franchise? And by this franchise, I mean Ace Attorney. It looks really real familiar. Hey, that's a pretty little picture over there. We could use a picture like this back at the office, don't you think? We could hang it right next to Charlie. Hey, Charlie! Huh? What is it, Nick? The wall behind this picture frame. The wall? Oh, that! It seems like there's some kind of green mark on the wall just by the painting. I wonder if there's something hidden behind this painting. Hey, Nick, look at this. The wall behind the painting, it's painted green. Is there a problem? No problem. This could be some kind of clue. The wall behind the little painting has been painted green. This could be some kind of clue. Oh, Grey Earl does not know. That's a globe of the night sky. The alchemist was also an astronomer. Or maybe he was into astrology? Let's hope it's the former. A curiously shaped implement. No idea what it was used for. This could be a device for turning bread into gold. Oh my god. You see, it's really funny because Maya and Phoenix have been making bread for a long time, and they're bakers, and alchemists are known for trying to turn lead into gold, and bread sounds a lot like lead. Oh, that's good. Bread into gold. Well, I think we've about run out of things to look at. Aside from that pretty face over there. What's the matter, Mr. Grey Earl? Oh, actually, it's that pendant. I must say, I find it fascinating. Oh, the Magatama. Oh, you mean this old thing? It's called a Magatama. Magatama? Yep, you could say it's kind of like my source of power, I guess. I understand. Stones are often charged with energy, after all. The pendant you're wearing is pretty neat, too. It's such a mysterious color. That's just purple. Oh, this? I can't believe that slipped right under my nose. Here I was, going on and on about Grey Earl being so clearly a witch disguised as a boy. But they also have a gemstone on their person. You know, the things that witches need in order to cast their spells? Oh, this game is so clever. Or rather, it makes me feel like an idiot. Let's see, if a ruby makes fire, and diamond makes things invisible, and amethyst maybe creates darkness, or... who knows? Oh! No, you know what? I think I've played a few games where amethysts are, like, associated with lightning. And a lightning bolt did strike the air to create that bell tower from nowhere. And Grey Earl was on the scene when it happened. Maybe the amethyst is a lightning bolt. It's an amethyst. Master Belduke asked me to wear it. An amethyst? The amethyst brings about good vibrations in an alchemy sense. Mr. Grey Earl? Oh, I'm sorry. I was just remembering Master Belduke. He gave me this stone and accepted me as his assistant alchemist. But now, Master, such is the order of the natural world. Seems like Grey Earl really misses him. He must have really respected Sir Belduke. Well, I think we've just about investigated everything we can for now. But we didn't find any leads on the Great Witch. Oh, Mr. Grey Earl. Yes? What is it? Is there anywhere else you can think of where we might find more clues? Let me see. Well, there is a cellar under this study. That's where the master kept his research materials. A cellar under this room? Yes. There's a trapdoor in the floor leading down to the cellar. A room containing Belduke's research materials. If you don't mind, I'd like to have a quick look at that room. I see. Very well. If you'll please just wait a moment. Oh, good. For a moment I was afraid that it might be under the powder, and Grey Earl would refuse because the knight said not to touch anything in the room and all that. That ladder leads down into the cellar, but be careful, it's rather dark down there. It looks like it might be a little cramped down there, too. That's true. Perhaps it is a little bit small for the both of you at once. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Phoenix, no? This is where it's gonna happen? Okay, Nick, this seems more like your kind of thing anyway. What do you mean? I don't know. I guess you're just more suited to small, dark, damp places. Wow. I'm not a rat, you know. Come on, you know that's not what I mean, I'll just stay up here and snoop around for some clues. It's not snooping, Maya. It's investigating. Anyway, you do that. I'll be right back. Yay, way to go, Nick. Well, I should return to my room. Please give me a call as soon as you have both finished. Okay, got it. Okay, that also rubs me the wrong way. Sheep. A child's doll? But, yeah, why would Jean leave? They came across as being protective of Belduke's things and took the guard's request for nothing to be touched seriously. So why would Jean just leave? And leave these two strangers to their own devices? That is very odd to me. Wait, is that sheep made of gold? Uh-oh. Isn't Phoenix supposed to turn into a gold statue too? Uh-oh. Ugh. It's a little chilly down here. Doesn't look like it's been used much. The air is so musty and stale. Anyway, better hurry up and take a look around. I have to be very careful what I touch. Well, there's a bit of gold. Oh. There's 2 bits of gold. See if I can't go for 3. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So what scary thing will I touch that ends the scene? The well? Well, well, well. If this isn't a well. Looks like it's still in use, too. I'm guessing you need quite a bit of clean water for alchemy. Come to think of it, I haven't noticed any plumbing here in Labyrinthia. The poor potted plants are starting to wither. I'm going to get some water for them. This well must have been built here specifically to provide water for alchemical research. How convenient. Looks like Sir Belduke studied alchemy here too. I don't see anything medicine-like, but there sure is a lot of equipment. This desk is pretty messy. Not a speck of dust, though. I guess Grey Earl must be keeping it clean. There's a wooden box by the desk, filled with all kinds of junk. A doll is peeping out of the box. I wonder if it was left by a little girl who was one of the doctor's patients. Plenty of sketches and drawings, nothing useful for us. Looks like a sculpture of a goat, I think. Something about it gives me the creeps. Wait a second. Is this... This thing is completely made of gold. Whoops. Could this be the result of alchemy? I guess in this town anything's possible. If Maya were here, she'd break her back trying to take that goat away with her. That's strange. Almost everything in this room is covered in a layer of dust. Everything except for that goat, that is, seems to have been kept in pristine condition. Well, looks like I've pretty much seen all there is to see down here. The room doesn't seem to have been used much, and there's nothing I can see that might provide a lead. If I stay here any longer, I might just end up covered in dust myself. Not to mention, standing here sighing is kind of clogging up my lungs. It's time I head back upstairs. Should probably see how Maya's doing. Here we go. I'm not gonna... Ooh! Huh! Well, okay, that must be the fancy new bard that Bardley was crooning about. And who is that? A maestro? Wow. A parrot. This is the alchemist's house. We have to hurry. Professor! Wait for me! Oh, just gonna barge right past them? Okay.
Miss Fay.
Hi, Professor. What's up? You look flushed.
Where's Mr. Wright? Have you seen him?
Oh, Nick. He's just down in the basement doing some investigating. He should be back up soon. So how did it go? Did you get to see the storyteller?
Please, get Mr. Wright immediately. It's safer if we're all together in one place. I'll explain later. Just hurry.
Huh?
As things stand, Mr. Wright is in serious danger.
Nick's in danger? What do you mean?
I have reason to believe that a witch will appear here soon.
Huh?
Oh?
Son of a... Yo, no longer cloaked in shadow.
Do you happen to be the Great Witch Bazella?
Concern yourselves not with who I am, but rather with what you will now become.
What you will now become. Oh my god, don't tell me it's Layton who gets turned into the stone, the gold statue. Yo. Interesting. Well, I think that certainly was the same witch we saw in London. I think that's the same voice too. So I guess their design from earlier, they were just cloaked in shadow, and that was a proper look at them. Now that is interesting. Miss Primstone. She looks like a female version of that one dude who keeps snapping his glasses. Oh, dearie me. Whatever is the matter, child? You look positively flustered. Sir Belduke is no longer resident here. You'll need to go elsewhere for your medicaments. I know that. Let me through. It's a matter of life and death. Birdly! It's 'cause he's Bardley, but better, and with a parrot, a bird. Oh my god. Life and death, you say? If so, that I may foresee a hit ballad. Raise up your hearts and sing with Birdly. My bird is Cracker, first, second, and thirdly. Oh, this must be that rival Mr. Bardley was talking about. Anyway, I'm in a hurry. Oh, dearie, dearie me. Oh, they're gonna be witnesses for the trial. That's it. Wait, when did some guy get here?
Dearie, dearie me.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, that's an amethyst.
It wasn't me!
Huh? What the?
Professor.
So that witch's staff had an amethyst and a gold gem. You know, I am a sucker for moments in stories where a character tries so hard to prevent a prophecy and then ends up fulfilling it in the process. Such delightful, tragic irony. Now, it's always like, yeah, okay, it's fine if a character turns into a gold statue for a while. They'll be fixed eventually, everything will be hunky-dory. But I couldn't help but notice that Layton's arm snapped the fuck off. That's freaky. That's real freaky.
The words the storyteller wrote really did come true, and in the worst possible way. A man from afar falls to a golden curse. At first, I thought he was referring to Mr. Wright, but I got it all wrong. It was about the professor.
To be continued. Right now, we have plenty of time left. Wow, we've nearly uncovered the final mystery. Oh, yeah, he's not exactly around for comment now, is he? Oh, save later. Huh? I really missed 3. Wagon Dragon, Animal Pens, Train Trouble. Interesting. I always felt like I've been so thorough with how much I look around for puzzles. I'm actually quite shocked that I missed 3. Wow. I need to step up my game then. 3. Huh. Chapter 4, The Golden Court. So we got that, snooty, pretentious lady, the superior bard, and some guy again, and is the 4th witness truly going to be Luke? Or, well, actually, you know, you could have the 4th be, the 4th could be Jean Grey Earl, maybe. Huh. It doesn't make sense. How has it come to this? The darned witch? What would have to happen to the professor of all people? You've got to believe me, Nick. I may be a spirit medium, but I'm no witch. Don't worry, I know it wasn't you. Huh? Say, have you seen Luke today? I haven't seen him since last night. He was crying all night. I didn't know what to say to him. Oh, poor kid. No kidding. He's the one suffering the most from all this. Poor kid. He probably needs some time alone with his grief. We should leave him be. Yeah, he shouldn't have to see this trial. It'd be too hard for him. Espella's out and about? Wandering, huh? Oh, it's Espella. What are you doing here, Espella? Have you been cleared of the accusations? No, not yet. If only it was that easy. It's just that I'm not technically under arrest, so I got special permission to come here. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I'm free to go wherever I like, within this building. Ah, I see. I heard about Mr. Layton. It's awful. He was such a good man. I'm sorry, Espella. Huh? What are you apologizing for? We were supposed to find clues connected to Vizela, but we couldn't find anything. And now the professor's been... No, don't say that. It's not your fault. And I don't believe a word of what they say about Maya. She isn't a witch. Thank you, Espella. Mr. Wright, do you mind if I assist you in court today? Ooh, that'd be great. Yeah, I'm down for that. I know I may not be of much use, but I'll do what I can. I want to help you and Maya. Espella. Excuse me? Whomst? Oh. Guys, why did Jean Grey Earl change the color gemstone they're wearing on their neck? Why would they do that? What the frick does it mean? You're Grey Earl, butler of the late Master Belduke. I've come to inquire after Miss Maya. It is most regrettable that what happened yesterday. Oh, thank you for coming all the way here. Huh? You look really pale, Jean. Are you all right? Oh, please don't worry about me. It's merely that, since the incident, sleep has eluded me. Oh. I spent the night searching through Master's notes on alchemy. I hope there may be some mention of a method by which something turned to gold may be reverted back to its original form. You are looking for a way to rescue the professor? Human fate is often cruel, but that's also why we must never lose hope. You know, maybe I've been too harsh on this kid. Okay, they probably are a witch, but maybe they're really not the murderer. Or the gold turner into her, if that makes sense. Yeah, no. The witch that appeared, that was the same witch as from London. Clearly much taller, fuller grown. Just a full-grown woman. It's not Jean. Now, Okay, so the camera in that anime cutscene very carefully showed us very little. We didn't actually see the moment in which Layton turned to gold. Like, all the witnesses burst into the room, then the statue was already there, falling over, and the staff fell to the floor in front of Maya too. We did not see the actual moment. We don't know what happened exactly. Like, yeah, we had that witch appear out of nowhere from the alchemy circle and say, you should be worried about what you'll turn into, and then point their hand at Layton. And then we cut away, but with this series, with how tricky it can be, you just can't assume, you know? Defender, accused. The trial is about to start. Proceed to the chamber. Yes, we're coming. Nick. Cheer up, Maya. I'm not just going to let them sentence you. I just wish all this would stop already, whether someone's a witch or not. No one deserves to be burned. I know. I can't stand for it either. If you'll kindly excuse me now, I must return to my duties. No problem. We, appreciate you coming to see us. Something's bothering me. Jean seems somewhat odd today. Let's go, Mr. Wright. The trial is about to begin. Ugh, what a grisly sight that is. Harrowing.
The trial of Maya Fey shall now begin, as scheduled.
So this is what, like the third time she's been charged with murder?
Knights of the court,
Fourth?
are you ready to cross your swords of justice?
Maybe it is just the second time. No, I think it's the third.
Inquisitor Zacharias Barnum always has his sword ready for the work of justice.
Defense ready, Your Honor. At this stage, I've just got to give it all I've got.
It would appear the defender has thrown down the gauntlet, Sir Barnum.
Ooh.
Now, before we begin, may I have a word with you, defender?
Yes, Your Honor.
Last time we met, you stood in this court as an apprentice baker. In all honesty, when I saw you for the first time, I thought to myself, a baker should stick to bread baking.
Is that so? What a fine first impression I made.
However, today you are not merely some befuddled maker of sweet buns. I'm obliged to fully recognize you
Yeah!
as a knight of law and justice.
Yeah!
With Inquisitor Zacharias Barnum.
On par! Yo.
Now may your duel begin. Fight bravely and expose the truth behind this heinous crime.
Oh, this judge has popcorn at the ready. He knows he's in for a good time.
All right, we're all counting on you, Inquisitor Barnum.
I knew she was a witch as soon as I laid my eyes on her. She's got witch written all over her. Why not put the baker on trial? Bake the baker, I say!
Well, we know who the crowd favorite is.
They treat him like some sort of celebrity.
He may be adored by the crowds, but when he pointed his sword my way, you managed to shield me from his accusations. Maya clearly isn't a witch, so surely your victory is certain.
Thank you for believing in me, Espella.
Espella Cantabella. I have given you leave to come to this trial today. However, that does not mean that the charges against you have been dropped. Rather than worry about others, you should consider your own situation.
Thank you for granting me your permission, Inquisitor.
Inquisitor Barnum, you may begin your opening statement. As you wish, my lord. As usual, let us commence this trial by first recounting the events, if it pleases you, Sir Blue Knight. As, you wish, Inquisitor? I still can't get used to this terminology. This heinous crime occurred in the residence of the late Newton Belduke, the alchemist. Newton, really? Okay. Here is the sketched plan of his residence. Oh. You know when an Ace Attorney game gives you a floor plan, things get spicy. Oh yeah. Huh. Alright. This room, of a somewhat questionable nature, is the alchemist's study, in which the incident took place. The only ones present at the moment of the crime were the accused and the victim. No one else. The witnesses who arrived at the scene seconds later have indicated where they found the accused and the victim. Very well. The sketch is accepted as evidence. Now, I don't suppose we have, yeah, we don't have the invisible ink letters, but we do have the wall painted green behind the painting. And that's weird. The accused took Sir Layton's life with the most cruel of magic. A living man 1 second, a golden statue the next. Such wickedness. Magic that turns things into gold. Sure, why not? Several townspeople rushed to the room and paid witness to the horror of this magic. The accused has been captured and charged. Goodness, that is terrifying. Rumors have reached me that the victim was a most scintillating man. I'm not quite certain whether it was prior to or after, but incidentally, was this Sir Layton not the same hat maker who attended our previous trial? I love how he thinks he's a hat maker just because he has a cool hat. No, he wasn't a hat maker. Bizarre as it is, Sir Layton's profession and origin remain unknown. He was a stranger in this city. That is all we know. And you, sir, his acquaintance, you are an unusual presence in our city yourself. Today's case certainly is peculiar. And that is not the last of the peculiarities, my lord. The alchemist's study has been the scene of another strange incident in the past. Ah, yes, I remember it as if it were yesterday. The mysterious death of Newton Belduke himself. Indeed, my lord. Regrettably, the only case of witchcraft still to remain unsolved in our fair city. The witch may have escaped her punishment back then. But perhaps today is the day on which both these mysterious crimes shall be solved. I knew it. He's gonna try and pin that crime on Maya too. What? What are you implying? Patience. You will know soon enough. Sir Suddenly Pale Blue Knight. How interesting. It seems that the Inquisition have something up their sleeve. Now, Inquisitor Barnum, you may begin. Thank you, my lord. The Inquisition summons the witnesses to this malicious crime of witchcraft. If If only I'd made it to the room sooner. Maybe I could have prevented all this from happening. I won't let Maya take the rap for this. I'll find every single crack in their testimony and prove it wasn't her. Welcome to the Witch's Court, honorable witnesses. Now, let us hear your names and occupations. Huh? I'm actually just kind of speechless. I don't... Wow. I am searching for words. I got nothing. I have nothing to say to this. Oh, his name is Punchin' Bag. Wow. How did this drunken lout get so rich so suddenly? What? Oh, okay, man, he upgraded his wooden mug to a goblet. Wow. I am known far and wide as Emir Punchenbog. I, soon to be the new head, Emir Punchenbog the First, soon to be the new head of Punchenbog's retail organization, Pro.
Hang on!
Wait a minute, witness.
What's that, Blue Squire?
You're that guy from the previous trial. Just what the heck's happened to you? You look like you've been on one of those ultimate makeover shows. Is he holding a bottle of poison in his right hand?
Whatever do you mean? My name is Emir Punchenbog the First, soon to be the head of Punchenbog's retail organization, Pro.
What is the meaning of this, Inquisitor? I do not care to delve into this witness's personal affairs. Looks like he remembers him all too well.
Witnesses, pray continue.
Yeah, that's... Why is he drinking poison? I get it. Instead of brimstone, she's prim and proper. Yeah. Oh, dearie, dearie me. It is I who usually asks the questions. I am, you see, but a humble teacher. Call me Miss Primstone. The children of Labyrinthia Primary School have the privilege of learning the truths about this world from me. An elementary school teacher, huh? Good to know at least one witness seems sensible. The winds carry my song, its birdly stringing along. Parrot and bard, ensemble avant-garde. My faithful muse here is Cracker the musical parrot. No one understands music like Cracker, aside from me, naturally. Beautiful. At least it's not another goat. What a smart bird. He just imitated that teacher perfectly. Yeah, I figured. I'm Luke Triton. My occupation is the professor's apprentice. I kind of thought of this possibility. Luke seems angry. And I think he's looking to take that anger out on someone. I think... Look, I know Luke to be a compassionate and caring and thoughtful young man, but he believes that Layton is dead. I know he's not, because there's no way they're just gonna kill off Layton so unceremoniously. If Luke truly earnestly believes that Maya did it, that would be fascinating. Luke? Luke, but why? What are you doing there? I made up my mind. I'm doing this for the professor. A gentleman has to pursue the truth. But, Luke, that's where the Inquisition's witnesses stand. I'll never forgive that witch.
Oh, this is some good shit.
A gentleman shouldn't glare at people as if he wants to hit them in the face. Luke. Your friend today can be your enemy tomorrow. Such is the hard reality of the battlefield.
Witnesses, we will now hear your testimonies. Tell us all of this wicked incident, which you have been unfortunate enough to witness.
Witness testimony begin. It is unbelievable how good this is, man. I thought this game was already going strong, but boy, this is so good. Wow. Maya on trial, even on top of Espella still being a suspect in another crime, and Luke taking up the blade and fighting against Maya's innocence. Oh, that is so good. I can totally see how this might be off-putting to fans of the Professor Layton series. Maybe they're like, there's no way Luke would be this irrational. But, you know, me, I buy it. He's a little kid. A young teenager at best. I don't know exactly how old he is, actually. Maybe his age is in the court record. Let's see here. No ages. But, yeah, if Luke is that distraught, believing that Layton is well and truly dead, and, like, man, I don't blame him for thinking Maya did it. He barged in the room seconds after it must have happened, and Maya was the only one there. We know Luke believes in the best in people, but I can see how even he would fail here, you know? I look forward to seeing how Luke will eventually be won over. I'm sure at some point he'll swap sides and see reason, you know? Anyway, we got all this weirdness with gemstones. Like, I can't help but notice that, Jean Grey Earl, they had a purple gemstone and then swapped to green today on their neck. And then in here comes Emir, wearing purple and green gemstones all over himself. That has to mean something, right? They know what they're doing with this design. And also, Why is he pouring poison and drinking it? What is that? What's going on, man? Yeah, I even am second guessing my thoughts on Jean. I don't know where Jean stands. What did Jean really do? Did Jean really murder Belduke? Did Jean really turn Layton into gold? Or is Jean truly a witch? Are they a witch yet also innocent of any crime? Besides, well, you know, being a witch in that regard. Man, this session here was so good, it completely makes up for the whole kerfuffle I had when I tried starting recording today and I had to spend like a full hour getting back to where I was. I think we'll be able to save from here, right here. Man, this game is so good, and I am enjoying it so much. What a gloriously fun romp this is. The overarching story and the mystery of the witches is teasing my brain, and the puzzles tease my brain too. In different ways. It's like, so much variety. It feels great. Well, I'm Zephyr the Jester. This has been more Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, or rather, Luke Triton versus Phoenix Wright. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. So until then, please take care.